Hey folks, I'm Red Monster SC, and in this video, I'm going to get our first look at the earliest implementation of Salvage gameplay, which is in Wave 1 of PTU Access. Talk about what's being released now, review my brand new Salvage cheat sheets, and provide other quick tips to getting started with Salvage gameplay. Salvage gameplay is still early access on the PTU, so there's a lot of things that could change before it hits the live servers, and a lot of great quality of life improvements have already been made. I'm holding off on a full tutorial video until those changes have solidified. For now, let's call this one a 50% tutorial, and I'll circle back with a fully detailed tutorial after the live release. What we're getting right now is Tier 0 Salvage, the earliest implementation and the foundation that the rest of Salvage gameplay will build off of. That's currently limited to hull scraping and some very limited hull repairs, but the future iterations will add in ship munching, resource siphoning, and component recovery. CIG has learned a lot about creating engaging industrial gameplay loops thanks to their fantastic work with mining. But you'll need to keep in mind that the first introductions we got from mining were in patch 3.2. There's a long road ahead for Salvage, but so far, things look promising. The process of hull scraping is fairly simple. Once you found a derelict ship or salvageable panels, you scrape the surface material off using a salvage head. The material you scrape from the hull is called Recycled Material Composite, abbreviated as RMC, and it can be sold at the Trade and Development divisions at any major landing zone, which is identical to how you would sell refined mining material. If you need help locating those, I have a video that navigates you through the various landing zones to the Trade and Development divisions that I'll link in the description. RMC can also be used in ammo canisters for limited hull repairs using the Grey Cat multi-tool. In the future, resource siphoning will allow salvagers to harvest excess oxygen, water, hydrogen fuel, and quantum fuel from wrecked vehicles. Component recovery will allow players to remove ship components from the wreck to possibly repair, use, and sell. And ship munching will allow you to break down the structural components of a ship and convert that into a usable commodity. There are three types of salvage equipment being introduced in Alpha 3.18. First is the Grey Cat multi-tool, which has a dedicated salvage attachment that can toggle between salvage and repair modes by aiming down sight and pressing B. You'll need to equip the salvage canisters to your ammo slots in order to harvest RMC, and the ammo counter will increase as you begin salvaging. When you're repairing, the RMC will be consumed, causing the ammo counter to decrease. The amount of salvage you can recover while only using a hand tool is very limited, and I don't see this being a very profitable endeavor, although having the ability to effect field repairs is a nice option. Next is the Drake Vulture, a single-seat salvage vehicle equipped with two pilot-controlled Size 1 salvage heads, with a choice of two scraper modules. You can toggle into salvage mode while in the pilot seat by pressing M, activate your salvage head by left-clicking, and toggle between the available scraper modules by right-clicking. You can also activate gimbaled mode by pressing G. Material is automatically collected into a salvage filling station on the cargo deck and kicked out in a neat 1SCU box. You'll need to stack the boxes on your cargo grade manually every second box, as they don't automatically relocate for you. Otherwise, the filler ejection area will be obstructed and you won't be able to collect any more material. The Vulture can hold 12 SCU in the cargo grid, which should earn you around 90,000 AUEC when sold. While the exact time to fill the Vulture will vary, I'd expect it to take around 30 minutes per load. And third is the Aegis Reclaimer, an absolute behemoth of a multi-crew salvage vehicle equipped with two Size 2 salvage heads. Each of those is controlled via a remote turret on the left and right side of the flight deck. These salvage heads also include two scraper modules that provide a variety of beam diameters and collection rates. Enter either of the remote turret control seats, ensure that the turret is powered on, then select the button on the bottom of the MFD panels to enter the remote turret. Each turret is connected to its own filling station in the salvage processing deck near the back of the ship, but still has the same limitation that the boxes must be moved regularly to avoid obstructing the filling station. The Reclaimer holds 180 SCU comfortably, and you can sell a full load for about 1.4 million AUEC. It took a crew of 4 players around 90 minutes to get nearly full, although again, that's going to be subject to changes during the PTU as things balance out. The Reclaimer has gotten a huge buff during the PTU in order to help differentiate it from the Vulture. The collection rate has been increased by a factor of 3, as the Reclaimer will generally require at least 3 people to operate with the same efficiency as the Vulture. The VTOL thrusters on the Reclaimer have also been buffed significantly, making it much easier to maneuver in atmosphere. And one final unfortunate note about the Reclaimer. Due to its size, it doesn't fit in any of the normal low orbit stations or Lagrange point stations. The only space-based location you can spawn and store it is at Grim Hex, although you're free to land at any of the major cities' spaceports. It's designed with a docking port, although it's a top-mounted version in the middle of the crew habitation area, and it was not included in the station docking release from a few patches ago. Like and subscribe now if you're enjoying this video and want to see more great Star Citizen content like this in the future. Salvage ships come equipped with salvage heads, which function just like mining lasers for mining ships, where there are module slots that provide a small level of customization. The only salvage head currently available is the Baylor, which has both a Size 1 and Size 2 variants. The Size 1 salvage head fits on the Vulture, and the Size 2 on the Reclaimer. While there aren't currently any differences in the Size 1 and Size 2 variants, I'd expect this to be something that's addressed in a future patch when additional salvage heads are released. Perhaps we'll get options that add more module slots, change the extraction speed, provide more cutting power, reduce yield loss, or increase the beam range. For hardware differentiation, there are 3 different scraper modules that you can outfit on the salvage heads, and they act just like modules that attach to mining lasers. They are the Cinch, the 1.5 meter diameter collection area, high efficiency and high collection speed, the Abrade, which has a 3.5 meter diameter collection area with a lower efficiency and medium collection speed, and the Trawler, which has a 6 meter diameter collection area with the lowest efficiency and the lowest collection speed. The diameter and efficiency metrics are fairly easy to understand, but I'm already seeing a lot of confusion regarding the collection speed. This is the rate at which harvested hull material is removed per square meter of the surface area. Because the Trawler has a much higher surface area, it actually collects more material per second than the Cinch scraper module, despite it having 1/10 of the collection speed. I've devised my own calculation for this called weighted collection factor, which takes into account the surface area as well as the collection speed. A higher weighted collection factor will fill up your 1 SCU boxes faster. This table and more can be found using the link in the description and the pinned comment. The Vulture comes equipped with the Cinch and Abrade by default, and the Reclaimer comes equipped with the Abrade and Trawler by default. You can buy these modules at most Dumpers Depot locations throughout the verse, as well as a few additional shops that are listed in this table. Once purchased, you can swap these in the Vehicle Manager app under the Utility tab, and equip any combination of scraper modules you'd like. Right now, there isn't a clear way to identify which module slots in the Vehicle Manager app correlate to which salvage head, but it appears they are at least in consistent order. Derelict vehicles and salvageable panels will spawn in each of the Lagrange points, the Aran Halo, and the Yellow Belt. They will not spawn on surface locations, although with the introduction of soft vehicle death and persistence, you can always make your own salvage. For the asteroid fields, the spawn logic varies by location, and I've built the following cheat sheet to show which wrecks you can find at each location. All of my cheat sheets can be found using the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Salvageable spawn logic runs on the same system as asteroid spawning, and so these tables should look very familiar if you've seen my mining spreadsheets. You can identify salvageable wrecks by entering scan mode and sending out a wide-angle ping, then focus in on individual signals to read off their signature profile. Asteroids and salvageable panels will only display the radar signature, or RS metric, while derelict vehicles will show RS, IR, and EM signals. Wrecked C2 and 890 jumps have such a high signature profile that they're automatically identified as salvageable material, indicated with a bear claw icon on your HUD. And if you enter scanning mode and hold down the left click when focused on them, they should return the vehicle type in the scan details. Asteroids will always have an RS signal of 1700 multiplied by the number of asteroids in the group, while salvage panels will have an RS signal of 2000 multiplied by the number of panels in the group. And the remaining vehicles each have a unique range of RS, IR, and CS values that makes it easy to identify them from the initial scan data. This handy cheat sheet also shows the signature profiles for common signals, and I'd highly recommend using it while you're getting used to surveying. Wrecks and salvage panels will spawn with a varying amount of material on them, and as their hull health is depleted, the outline of the panel will change from blue to yellow and then red. Larger derelict vehicles will also be made up of multiple panels that can each be depleted independently. And finally, there are some new key bindings specific for salvaging. For the Greycat multi-tool salvage attachment, You can toggle between salvage and repair mode by right-clicking to aim down sight, then pressing B. For the Vulture and Reclaimer, you activate the salvage beam by left-clicking and toggle between scraper modules by right-clicking. For the Vulture, you can toggle gimbal mode for the salvage beams by pressing G. Increase or decrease beam spacing by holding left alt and scrolling up or down on your mouse wheel, and toggle between the horizontal and vertical axis using the left alt and right click. You can also set specific keybinds to cycle the left and right salvage beam modules independently, although by default they are both bound to the left mouse click. While the PTU servers have been off to a rough start, there have been noticeable stability improvements with each patch, and we've already seen significant quality of life improvements from the developers. That includes a boost to the Reclaimer collection rate compared to the Vulture, so that there's more of a reason to use it, as well as the addition of limited crafting at the filling stations, where you can consume some of the stored RMC to create multi-tools, attachments, and canisters. So far, I'm thoroughly enjoying hull scraping, and it feels like those oddly satisfying power washing videos when you're harvesting a large derelict ship. The Vulture is pretty easy to run as a solo operator, and everyone involved enjoyed running the Reclaimer with a crew of 5 or 6 people. I see this as another great industrial gameplay loop to provide players with some other way to earn a living besides blowing up NPC pirates, and I'm excited to see 3.18 hit the live server so that we can all start salvaging together. I also can't wait for future iterations, and based on what they've done with mining, I have no doubts that CIG will deliver the best damn salvaging gameplay experience ever. And there it is, my first look at Salvage Tier 0 coming in Alpha 3.18. Leave a comment letting me know what part of Salvage you're looking forward to most. You can connect with me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, and Patreon using the links in the description. Thank you to my patrons for your ongoing support, funding channel giveaways, and other perks for the Red Legion community. And finally, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, because Salvage gameplay is finally here, and I'll be showing you how it's done with each new iteration.